not advancing. So now Edwards, he paused, and this is what Rogan loves here. This right here. This tells Kamaru Usman to move his head off the center line. Unfortunately, your head is moving into the high kick. But again, Joe, by not advancing, you allow for the opponent to start to build something. And that's what happens. He's standing like this watching Leon Edwards opposed to stalking Leon Edwards. And he opened the window and ultimately paid for it.
The way he set it up What's up, guys? The gate was $4.3 million, arena record. The attendance was 18,321. Obviously, you know it's our 23rd consecutive sellout. Fight of the night, no shocker, Costa versus Rockhold. The performance of the night went to Edwards and Altamirano. They all won $50,000.
Dane, I'm sure you're probably still buzzing like we are right now about that incredible finish. I mean, just talk us through what you thought of that fight.
Yeah, I thought that Usman fought the perfect fight, and it was crazy because I was listening to the commentary, and Rogan and Anik and DC were dead on with everything that they were saying on what Edwards needed to do and what he should be doing, and as soon as they were saying it, literally lands the head kick, and yeah.
It's kind of hard to contextualize like the entire history of the UFC in one moment, but is that one of the most shocking finishes to a title fight that you ever remember?
Yeah, I mean, you think of everything that was on the line for Usman tonight, and Usman fought with absolute and total confidence all night. He fought the perfect fight. It might not be the most fan-friendly, style, but he was landing big shots to the body, big shots to the head, elbows. Couldn't have fought a more perfect fight till the last minute.
It's crazy, right? Anderson Silva's record stays secure. I mean, what does that say to you? Like, how difficult it is to win 16 fights in a row in the UFC.
Well, it's how crazy the sport is. I was talking. It's what makes this sport the greatest sport in the world. That you can sit through 4 rounds and 4 minutes, and that can happen in a fight. Anything is possible in this sport, and. Every time we make a fight and they're like, oh, this is a lopsided, one-sided. There are no lopsided, one-sided fights in this sport. Anything is possible. And I said this week, talking to you guys, the problem with this fight was people won't give Leon enough credit, and he's a very dangerous opponent. Yeah. Wow.
You took kind of an unprecedented step this week and said, hey, if Leon wins, we probably got to do a rematch. Do you still believe that's the case?
How do you not do Wembley? I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I was going to ask, you want to do it in England? I mean, ideally, would you want to do it in England?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
I did want to ask you about the co-main event with Luke Rockhold, and it seems like he's done. Kind of a controversial week with him and the things he had to say about the company. I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are now.
Yeah, I think that coming into a situation like both of theirs, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of stress. And listen, you know me, who's more freedom of speech than me? He's entitled to his own opinions and his own, whatever it is that went on this week. But let me tell you what, I'll never say anything about him. I totally respect him. And after that war tonight, normal humans like us that are sitting in this room have no idea what those two went through tonight in that octagon, and we never will, thank fucking God, okay? And for both of them to dig as deep as they did and put on an absolute dogfight like they did, I have nothing but respect for both of them. Are they both a little nutty? Absolutely. But, hey, nothing but respect.
The last question I had, I did want to ask you about Merab Dvalishvili as well. Not necessarily the most exciting fight of the night, but certainly a big win over Jose Aldo. Just what did you think of his performance, and do you view him up there now in those top few guys in the bantamweight division?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that first of all, I love Jose. I don't want to shit on Jose, but Jose had zero offense tonight, and Merab didn't go after it like, a guy that looks like he wants to fight for the title. And when asked the question about his friend holding the title and what did he want to do, he never really answered the question. So, I think that Merab had, I always say this, we're the bells and whistles guys. We lay it out there for him. We give you the opportunity to shine, and it's up to you to get out there and do it. That didn't happen tonight.
Dana, here, Jesus Rodriguez from Univision. I saw a couple of guys like being tired, like opening their mouths and everything. Do you think the altitude of Salt Lake City was a factor in that too?
I think that, anywhere you go, no matter where you fight in Abu Dhabi, the weather is a factor. You fight here, the altitude's a factor. You fight in Vegas, Vegas is a factor. You fight in Denver. Everywhere you go, there are factors to the fight.
What are your impressions in Salt Lake City receiving the UFC 278?
What's the question?
What are your impressions of Salt Lake City and having a
I mean, the crowd was incredible tonight. I mean, you could put this crowd up there with anybody tonight. These guys were fired up. They were into it. The arena was like 60% full for the first fight of the night. I mean, this is as good as it gets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, I don't know if you heard yesterday, but Paulo Costa said USADA came and blood tested him.
I apologized to him up on stage. That'll never happen again to any fighter.
Is that something that you guys can control, or is that a USADA thing? How does that happen? Because it seems quite dangerous for a guy.
Yeah, it's just you listen. Again, how to explain? They don't know about fighting the way that people who know about fighting know about fighting. You don't go in and test a guy at 6 a.m. when he's cutting weight, and it's just the result's going to be the same a few hours later. You wait, and yeah, I apologized to him on stage when he came out, and that won't happen to another fighter again.
Are you guys in talks with him about maybe renegotiating, getting a new contract with him, or what's your relationship with Paulo at the moment?
I told you 2 minutes ago, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for both of those guys tonight. And, yeah, of course we'd like to re-sign him. We'll see what happens.
Dana, just one for you here. I know you said you were working on next month's pay-per-view, getting some fights on there. Tony Ferguson
Yes.
tweeted out. Is Tony Ferguson fighting?
Yes.
Who's he fighting?
Oh, he didn't say who he's fighting?
No.
We'll let you know soon.
You gave
It's done. It's Leach.
Li Jingliang at 170.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Dana, when you said that won't happen again, the Paulo Costa getting tested right before official weigh-ins, have you already had that conversation with USADA?
I didn't, but yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana.
Yep.
Amir Albazi got the victory. He wants to fight in Abu Dhabi. Would you consider that the Tuesday matchmaking?
Who does?
Amir Albazi.
I don't know about Abu Dhabi's pretty stacked, Probably need something bad to happen in Abu Dhabi to make that fight, but that card's pretty good. Yeah.
Brandon Moreno was back here as a guest fighter, and he said he wants to fight Davidson Figueiredo in Rio in January. Is that?
I don't know, man. You guys are throwing all this shit at me, and I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Dana, you said a few months back that Salt Lake is a destination.
Yep.
With the result and the turnout tonight, how soon till you come back to Vivint Arena?
Probably next year.
Like 2023?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Dana, right here.
Yeah.
You said that all the uncertainty between Merab and Aljo, does that leave the door open for maybe a Cheeto to get in there for a title shot?
What's the question?
With the uncertainty between Merab, he didn't answer the question whether or not he would actually fight Aljo.
I just think that Merab tonight, I didn't see a lot of offense out of Jose Aldo. I think that when you're on a card like this, the place is packed like this, and you want to make a statement in that division, you go for it. And listen, I get it. He's fighting Jose Aldo and whatever it might be. I don't know. I don't think Merab did himself a lot of favors tonight.
Would that leave the door open for maybe Chito Vera?
I have no idea.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dana, I was just wondering, the Gronk telecast, what they did was pretty interesting. I know that it's probably more a Vegas question than anything else, but what you revealed with Derek Carr and Gronk wanting to play for the Raiders, at least it was close. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
I didn't want to talk about that, no, but he sort of sucked me into it on live TV. Yeah, it's true, and I talked Brady into playing for the Raiders, and Gronk was coming with him, and they were negotiating the deal, and they were really close to getting it done, and then Gruden pulled the deal, and Brady was not happy about it. Neither was I, and yeah, and that's that. He went to the Buccaneers and won the Super Bowl. I don't want to fucking box there. I wanted Brady at you know what I mean? Crazy. But yeah, it's true. And I thought that I would never tell that story publicly, but what the hell Gronk was doing tonight that he brought that up. But yeah.
what could have been, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, it would have been amazing for the city and would have been amazing for the Raiders. I mean, their first year there, they got Brady and Gronk, you know. So, yeah. I'm sure Mark Davis is real happy to hear this story.
Dana, right over here.
Yep.
6 years ago, you were here for a fight night, and you kind of talked about that it was on a specific day, and so it was kind of tough to get a big crowd out here. Tonight, you sell out a pay-per-view event. You have a huge opportunity with Leon capitalizing on this big fight. And so I'm just curious, what is it like seeing the world of mixed martial arts, or the sport of mixed martial arts, grow at such a high pace over the last 6 years?
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. I mean, just over the last 2 years, it's been incredible. So, but tonight is a testament to that. I mean, you look at Rockhold and Paulo Costa tonight. They're both acting crazy all week. You know, you don't know what to expect when they come out. But anybody who knows anything about the sport knows that if they come out and do what they are capable of doing, you're going to get a fight like we got tonight. We end up getting that. And then, you know, we're probably in a situation there was a minute left of the fight. You probably had people getting up and walking out because it looked like, you know, this was going to be a shutout for Usman, and boom, a head kick. It's what makes this sport so great, so exciting, and why it's so fun. You can never take it for granted and think that something's over until it's actually over. And when you get that moment that I call the holy shit moment, which was the head kick, and you have everybody in the arena at the same time, everybody who's home watching TV at the same time, everybody in bars at the same time, just explode. It's pretty special, man. The sport is pretty special. Yeah.
Hi, Dana. UFC has a new TV as partner in Brazil for 2023. It's Bundy. Would you mind to let me know a little bit more how happy and excited you are UFC is with the new deal, the new partner in Brazil?
Yeah, you know, we've been wanting to bring Fight Pass to Brazil for a long time. It's finally going to happen, and obviously get back to Brazil. We haven't been there in a long time either. And I know there's been a lot of smack talking about me. I will be in Brazil for this fight. So we're excited. I don't know what else to say other than that. Finally, and we're excited. We're coming back, Fight Pass, and I'm coming back to Brazil too. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. How would you resume? How important was Global during the last 10 years in Brazil with you?
It's been incredible. Our relationship with Global was and still is awesome. Those guys have been very good to us, and they definitely helped us grow the brand in Brazil.
Perfect. Last question, please.
And we're not done with Globo either. We'll continue to do work with Globo. Yeah.
Awesome. Last question, please. For the near future, how important are Paulo Costa and Jose Aldo for the UFC plans with Brazilian market?
How important are Costa and Aldo for the future in the Brazilian market?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Costa had a great fight tonight. I mean, Jose Aldo's a legend, a living legend of the sport. One of the greatest superstars to ever come out of Brazil, and he's very important to this company and to the sport.
Hey, Dana. Also from Brazil here. We any news about the possible rematch with Glover and Jiri Prochazka?
Not off the top of my head, no. But obviously, a fight we want, a fight they want. So I'm sure a fight the fans want too, so we'll get it done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, you said in Vegas, fighters have to deal with Vegas.
Yeah.
Is there any hesitance in bringing John Jones back to Vegas?
That's funny. Yeah, there's a little. Yeah, there's a little. Probably bring him to New York. Yeah.
Dana, with that Woodson fight, when it was to your right,
yeah,
when it was such a bad foul and then they restarted, do you think that the Woodson Saldana could have maybe just been a no contest because you got a fighter almost knocked out, and then he continues fighting with that foul?
I thought that fight should have been stopped, but on the flip side, You don't showboat, man. You finish the fight. Lesson learned for that kid. It should have been a spectacular win for him. He should be up for a $50,000 bonus tonight, but, you know, he's not.
Thank you. Great night tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just one more here.
Okay.
On Edwards versus Usman 3, is this one of those fights that you feel is big enough? Are you going to advise Leon to wait as long as it takes? Obviously, that was a bad knockout for Kamaru. He's probably going to need to take a little time. I know Leon's saying because of all the time off, he wants to be more active. Do you think it's a good idea that he sits and waits for that fight?
I don't think he'd have to sit and wait anyway due to the knockout. He wouldn't have to wait that long. You'd have to go back into camp and start training again anyway. First of all, we'd have to have the date. We're booked up all the way to, you know, I think we're booked up into January now. So, yeah, there'll be no waiting for him.
So you think
even if it's a rematch?
You usually go to England in March. Do you think that's probably...
We can go to England whenever the hell we want to now. I mean, we could go to England before. We were selling out England before. Now you just start looking at, you know, do you do a bigger arena? Do you go? And I'm scared to go outside, and I'm definitely scared to go outside in England. So I'm joking about, I'm serious but joking about Wembley. But yeah, I mean, anything is possible in England now.
When I tweeted out that comment, people seem very excited about the idea of Wembley. So maybe
yeah, no, it would be fun, but yeah, it's scary at the same time. Sure. The weather isn't the greatest over there in England.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking about Brazil, what do you think it'll be next in line for Amanda Nunes? It'll be Juliana Peña number 3 or Valentina Shevchenko? What do you think about that?
I have no idea yet. I haven't talked to any of them yet about any of that. I don't know. I don't know what she wants to do.
Is she okay?
She's great. Yeah.
Yeah, because
she's very okay.
She was in a wheelchair and all of that.
Yeah, yeah. They were in a war. It was a tough fight, so it happens. I'm sure you're gonna see Edwards limping in here tonight too. You know what I mean? Obviously, they transported Usman, but you know, 5-round wars, man. Yeah, you don't come skipping in this place. It's tough on these guys.
Besides Brazil, are you thinking in UFC throughout Latin America, like Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico?
Well, yeah. Do I want to go to those places?
Yeah, and actually make the event happen in those countries.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go everywhere. You know, the world isn't exactly where it was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? When the world starts being like it was the pre-pandemic, I'll take this thing everywhere and anywhere. But like I say, literally every time I talk, I'm not going anywhere that's tough to do business. You know? Hey, what's up? Brother, I understand, man. Great fight. I'll see you soon. Good night, you guys.
You're not going to tell us who that was, Dana? No?
Hello, everyone.
Merab, congratulations on your victory. Obviously, probably the biggest win of your career. So just tell me how you're feeling right now after that win.
Thank you so much. I feel great. I don't know what should I say, man. I'm happy, of course. This is my 10th fight in UFC, and I feel like I don't lose even the first to fight too. But every victory is huge in UFC, and then against Jose Aldo, of course, is big.
When you say you don't know what to say, are you like a little disappointed in the way the fight went, maybe, or how are you feeling?
Yes and no. Yeah, of course, I want a more excited fight, and I want to take him down. But he was good. In footwork, it was hard to timing to take him down. And against the cage, he was good. Like he was defending my takedown good. And then also, I don't spend too much energy because I want to be ready for like strike, and then. This is fight game, and then I keep it against the wall, and I was winning fight, and I was very comfortable. And it's his job to move and then do something. Then because I was winning fight, and then you gotta, he has to do. Yeah.
Obviously, facing a legend in Jose Aldo, pay-per-view crowd. I mean, sold out. I guess were there different nerves or a different feel as you went in there tonight?
Actually, I was most calm, most relaxed. Everything was perfect. I was feeling good, like no nerves, nothing. The first once they give me Jose Aldo, I was shocked because I wasn't accepting like this fight, huge fight against legend. But once they give me, and this is just another fight, it's every fight is big, and especially in UFC, and. It was just I came here and I fight everybody, and I came and I did what I have to do. I fight and I win.
His takedown defense has always been good, but I mean, did it surprise even you in there tonight, like how quality his takedown defense was?
Actually, yes, I was surprised. He has a really good takedown defense, and I really try hard. I can take him down like against the wall. But like I said, I don't want too much squeeze or too much risk, like too much make something, because I was winning.
Last thing for me, there's a lot of big fights at bantamweight right now, so I guess you kind of got to wait and see how everybody, wins and loses. But what do you see moving forward? Are there names that make sense, or when you want to fight again? Like, what do you think the next step should be?
Hey, I'm ready now. Next week, I'm ready. I'm good. Whoever there is, I believe so many fights left for me, and then. There is so many. Our division is most excited now. There is so many young guys, or like our former champion, like Henry Cejudo coming back. I don't know. There is so many. Actually, I have to. Aljo has to beat them. But like the former champions. But and then like. Monday I'll be gym helping Aljo. He was helping me this training camp, man. Not only training, like everything. He was with me and weight cuts and everything. And then we have a big fight. Aljo's fighting title against Cheater, and and then we had to beat TJ Dillashaw together.
Yeah. Congratulations in your fight right here.
Hello.
Congratulations in your fight. So I'm actually surprised how confident you look throughout the fight, even when the crowd was chanting Aldo, Aldo, Aldo. Was that give you more energy to keep doing what you were doing?
I'm a professional fighter, like of course people will maybe cheer my name or booing me or maybe cursing at me, and all I have to do is focus on my opponent, do my job, do my thing. I'm doing this one so many years, and I have so many fights that it's not even in my record. I have like at least 10 fights professional that doesn't show. My record doesn't show those fights. And I have so much experience. And I training every day. I don't feel like I'm something special, talented, whatever, but I have to work hard. I work, and then I have this experience. I have this, and this don't affect me, like people booing, crowd, Like, yeah, of course, if they cheering my name, maybe give me more energy. But I don't, it's now. I mean, I was fighting against Jose Aldo. It's understandable to people. Of course, love Jose Aldo. Maybe if I'm sitting there, of course, I go to Jose Aldo. I was actually, me and Aljo, we was watching Apex Jose Aldo's fight against Rafrat. We were so excited and like we was cheering for Jose Aldo. We was like watching, and you gotta love Jose Aldo. No?
When you were coming to the octagon, I didn't know it was you or was Khabib Nurmagomedov, because the wig and everything, and actually the way you fought, like trying to wrap his leg and trying to take it to the fence. Are you an admirer or follower of Khabib?
No, can you copy me and fight like I fight? No, everybody's different, I cannot copy Khabib. I think Khabib is special. He's different. He's strong, and I mean he's legend. And no, we are from same area, Caucasians. We are Caucasians. There is Caucasus Mountains, and then Khabib is other side. We are this side, and then we are like same culture people, just only different we have. They are Muslim, we are Christian, but we are very close people. But the thing is, they representing Russia, because they used to be independent country, but not anymore. But thank God, that Georgia, that this is the map, my country. Once again, this is the Georgia, and then 2008, Russia occupied another part of Georgia, like this part, and then when I born, 1991, they occupied this. Once again, I'm gonna say that Russia is occupied, and the 20% of Georgia, Russia occupied, and they did same whatever they doing against Ukraine now. And I wanna say loud, hopefully we can stop this war. This is crazy. This is insane. The people dying every day, and then I cannot do nothing. Nobody can do nothing. We all doing sections, but I don't know how we can stop this, because people are there, like the people, normal people, and they are dying. So yeah, Khabib, respect, but yeah, I'm not a Khabib. My name is Merab Dvalishvili.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you everyone. I appreciate. მადლობა ყველას. ქართველებო მიყვარხართ, გენაცვალეთ, მადლობა გვერდით გომისქვის და ყველაფერი წინ არის. წარმატებები ჩვენს ბიჭებს. I want to wish good luck next fight Giga, Ilya and Roman, all of them has a fight, and I want to wish them good luck, best of luck. And there is one more fighter, Amiran Gogoladze. He's fighting Tuesday, contender series, Georgian. He's a good fighter, talented, young, and I want to wish him best of luck. Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Backup of a backup of backups. Something happened.
Well, Paulo, I think we all expected this to be, a quick first-round finish. Instead, we get a 3-round war, back and forth battle. So, I mean, how are you feeling right now after that fight?
Yes, I almost finished on the very first round. was very almost very. I try my best, but I think how I am coming from 2 losses, I inconscientemente,
Unconsciously.
I was a little bit conservative, more conservative. So I feel I could do a little bit more to finish this fight on the first round when I got a good opportunity, but I didn't. But I need to give good credit for Luka Holt. He came on good shape, on good condition for his last fight on career, right? So he came to get a win. He not came to lose.
I know that there was a lot of talk and it was kind of personal, but did he gain your respect in there tonight with the way that he fought?
Yes. He's a pretty good fighter, former champion, of course. He has my respect.
You had him very hurt, though, along the way. Were you surprised even? I mean, he was putting his hands on his knees and tired. I mean, did you think he was going to quit at some point?
Yes, I think I thought when I saw him put the hands on the knees and show all the tire, how tired he was. I think maybe this guy will not finish until the third round, the last moment of the third round. But some way he could be there, and maybe I don't pressure a lot. I let him survive a little bit, just getting points round by round.
At the weigh-ins, we saw you express your frustration with USADA. Dana was here earlier. He said, look, that's never going to happen to anyone again. So I guess, can you tell us how you feel about the USADA incident now, and I guess maybe how distracting it was for you or how difficult it was for you?
I just put this glass because this light's so high. Usada did a mistake when they sent, I don't know who sent the people, but they sent that 2 guys when I was carry weight, and we need to take your blood, It's a craziest thing that I ever seen from Usada. But I don't know. I don't think this affected my performance or something like that, my psychological.
My psyche, my psychological side, it didn't.
Yeah, just apenas contratempo.
It was just a bump on the road.
Just something very boring and to handle.
Last thing for me, you're back in the win column.
I think Usada is very confused why this guy is so strong on this middleweight, But the secret is here. The secret is here,
Do you let him test the juice?
Huh?
You let the USADA test the juice?
No, if they test the juice, they will discover what have here inside. But it's 100% clean from USADA. I can prove this.
Last thing, I just want to ask, what you see next for yourself. I mean, that was a war. Do you need some time off? Are you hoping to fight before the end of the year? I mean, what makes sense for you?
No, I'm good. It's a war. It's a very tough fight, but I can fight in a couple months, maybe 2 months next, of course. I'd like to fight on December or end of November. But I know we have a UFC Rio in Brazil in January, so maybe I can wait a little bit more.
Paulo over here. This was the last.
But I don't know if this is my this question. Yeah, I don't know if this is my last fight. I need to check with Tamara, with the people, if this is the last fight. So I have no more on the contract. I need to sit down and put attention and look which is the better to my future, But if I have one more, your question? Yeah. If I have one more, let's see what they might have to me. I'm pretty sure they do an amazing job, make these fights, exciting fights happen, and they knows how to do it.
I don't know if you heard, but Jake Paul tweeted about your fight. He said your fight was embarrassing, and both you and Luke would be easy money. I know you express interest in boxing. If you don't re-sign with the UFC, is that something you would like to pursue?
Okay, just to clarify, what he say?
He said your fight was embarrassing.
Why?
He said it was a glorified street fight.
Was it like a street fight?
Yeah.
Foi isso que...
Uma luta glorificada, basicamente uma versão gourmet de uma luta de rua. Não foi nada mais que isso.
Okay, so if this is the last one, Jake Paul is very welcome to send an offer or contract. We can do this boxing fight, but I don't know if he want this blood. You know, I think he want to fight wrestlers or something like that. I think.
Paulo, right over here. What was going through your mind when you were getting all that blood smeared on your face? Because it looked like you were laughing.
Man, I didn't see in the moment of the fight. I just felt something. I felt something on my face, you know, but I was so preocupado.
I was so worried with.
I was worried on, you know, on block his arms to not got a elbow on the face and punched. But I felt something, you know. But now when I saw, it's very disgusting scene. It's very weird moment. I saw the moment that Romero kissed him after beat him as well. This is the way my stay. Weird moment that I haven't seen, but this beat that moment. So I don't know what Rocky Road did that. Maybe he was so frustrated, right? Maybe angry because he was lost in the fight.
All right.
But I take a very long shower after the fight.
Over here. Parabéns pela sua vitória. Você lutou como uma fera contra grande oponente. Após esta brilhante demonstração, o que vem a seguir para você?
Oh, muito obrigado. Thank you very much for you for speaking on my language. O que vem para mim, the next one to me, I really don't know. You know, I even didn't know if I have one more fight on UFC. So, if I have, let's do the best one. If not, we need to sit down to see. Maybe, you know, we have a lot great opportunities coming up. We know the boxing is going very well. We have some companies doing very good shows. Even in Brazil. In Brazil, I have a big show there. Is a fight music show. We had the most popular people in Brazil fighting there. Whindersson Nunes, Popó, former champion boxing. And Chris Borg will fight there maybe next month. So we have a great opportunity, you know. But UFC is a great company. I'm glad to be here, but I need to see what is best for us.
Muito obrigado.
Thank you. Muito obrigado de nada.
Paulo, aqui.
Fala, Rafa.
Falar em português pro pessoal do Brasil
Tá
que
bom.
está assistindo. Como é que você se sentiu na luta? Como é que você viu? Sentiu a altitude? Você se sentiu um pouco cansado? E só faz um recap da luta pra gente.
Beleza. Nada. Eu não sei te falar se a altitude influenciou. Eu sei que no primeiro round foi bem difícil pro Luke Rockhold. Eu senti que ele fez bastante força. Depois que ele conseguiu sair do chão ali, já faltava pouquinho tempo no primeiro round ainda. Eu senti um pouquinho cansado, mas eu vi que ele estava mais, entendeu? E aí o segundo round ele estava muito cansado. Eu também me cansei um pouco, mas ele sempre estava um pouquinho a mais, entende? E aí eu não sei te falar se a altitude influenciou. Eu sei que eu achei que ele estava bem, assim, sabe? Ele não se entregou, ele estava muito... teve um momento que foi, de novo, né? Sempre acontece, cara, aquele golpe baixo. Eu achei que ele usou para recuperar de novo, não pegou em cheio, entende? E o Romero fez isso várias vezes. Eu acho isso, os caras vão se cansando ali, e quando tem uma oportunidade ali, pegou um chute baixo, um dedo no olho, e fica um tempão ali enrolando para tentar voltar melhor. Ele estava visivelmente mais cansado. Mas, Rafael, eu não sei se a altitude talvez influenciou, talvez, mas é difícil, né, falar.
Parabéns pela vitória.
Obrigado, cara.
Just wanted to keep it in Portuguese for the exchange. Just want to let you know. He asked, a little recap of the fight. Did you feel that the altitude was an issue at all? I said, well, I did not feel that the altitude was an issue. I do not think that. First round went well. I think I really got him. I think I wore him off. He really exerted a lot of force and strength to go through the first round. I felt a little bit tired at the end of the round, but I felt that he was always more tired than I was. Second round, the same thing. I really felt it, but I thought he was always more tired. And I got to the third round, and I just think that all these, using these resources. So I don't know what happens again. There's that low blow. I don't think I hit him low, but they're trying to use every opportunity they can to stall things. So it's like all of a sudden your finger hits the eye, and all of a sudden it's a low blow. So I just think it was. But as far as the altitude is concerned, no. But just felt that the fight went that way. That's how I recap of the fight.
Thank you, Fabiano.
Paulo, could I get my hands on some of that secret juice?
Say again, please.
Could I get my hands on some of that secret juice?
You want to put your hands on my secret juice?
Well, I want to drink it. I want to drink it.
I finished. Sorry, man. But yeah, if you want to, I don't know, smell this. What's coming?
Any alcohol in it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to, Connor has his drink, and maybe you need to come out with a drink of your own.
Yes, this is more healthy, Secret juice just to make you strong and jagged, not make you drunk. But, I will celebrate with my team there. Wine for celebration.
Paulo, what was your experience like in Salt Lake City this week, and what was your impression of the crowd tonight in Utah's first ever UFC pay-per-view?
My friend, Salt Lake City people is amazing. This audience there on the arena was so intense. I could feel the good energy when I came here. I hear the people, loud, very loud, every single fight. And when I was getting into the arena, I feel the energy and I feel great. So to me, it's very special. I think this sport need this audience. It's part of this sport. When I fought with no public was not the same. So I like this energy, and I hope always fight with the audience and the people as the people from Salt Lake City. Okay, guys. Just to let you know, guys, as you know, I love this meme shit, and I will do a meme competition on my YouTube channel on next Wednesday. I hope get there with Perry Pimblet. We'll do a ice cream competition and meme competition as well, and we will prize three guys with $1,000 each one. So hope to see you out there. Okay? Thank you, guys.
uns dias aqui, mas infelizmente a vitória.
Obrigado aí, valeu. Acompanha aí, mostra o trabalho. E concluir aqui mais uma luta. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu prometo que a próxima vai ser melhor ainda. Apesar de ter sido o link da noite, mas o objetivo é sempre terminar a luta antes da noite. Tentei ali na baqueada, tentei depois finalizar.
A gente viu do jiu-jitsu, né, cara?
Viu um pouquinho.
Todo mundo queria ver, viu um pouquinho.
coach was watching Usman Edwards too?
Well, Leon, you said you were going to shock the world. You did exactly that. I'm sure you're still processing everything right now, but I mean, what's this moment like for you?
It's hard to put it into words, you know, and that's the reason why I broke down in Octagon, because it all just came down. Everyone's seen my path. Everyone knows my path and how it went, and I've been saying all week that I believe that was the way it was meant to go, to build me into the man I am today, build my mental toughness. And even though that was one of my worst performances, I did not feel good in there tonight, you know, and I went out there and knocked out the pound for pound, so it is what it is.
Round one, you get a takedown, you're in mount, you're in back control. I mean, at that point, are you thinking, oh, this is my night, I'm walking away with the title in round one?
Yeah, 100%. That's one of the things that we drove, you know, and I said it all week. It wasn't going to be a striker versus wrestler match, you know. It was going to be a mixed martial arts match, and sorry, I lost my voice. Oh, just crying. Yeah, it would be a mixed martial arts match, and that's what I did. I got the takedown and I got the back. I need to sharpen up on my finishing. I was drilling it all camp, but he did a good job defending the neck, you know. And going into it, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I said it all week. He is good, you know, but I believe that I was a better man. And even though that was one of my worst performances, it is what it is. Got a clean finish.
So obviously there's a huge momentum shift after round 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's kind of taking over and settling in. I guess what's going through your head at that point? I mean, was frustration starting to set in? Obviously you felt you weren't at your best. So what was going through your mind at that point?
I don't know. I just can't explain it. My body just wasn't reacting how it was meant to react. You know, I don't know whether it's altitude or what it was. But even when I was backstage watching other guys fight on the TV, everyone was getting tired and gassing out, like Luke and everybody. I was like, why is everyone getting tired, you know? But when I went out there, after the first round, I felt it. I felt like my body just weren't reacting. It wasn't like a cardio issue. It's more just like my body just wasn't physically reacting. But I stayed focused. My coaches spurred me on. Just keep reminding me that you're still in the fight. You're the best, and fight to the end. And that combination, I was drilling with my coaches, with Henry and the other coaches, that cross head kick, and it landed perfectly.
Yeah. I was going to say, that high kick, I mean, walk us through it. I mean, was it did you just throw it and hope it, or did you see a tendency and say, I think he's going to lean that way?
Yeah, 100%. He's got like a very boxing-orientated style, you know, where he's like parrying the jabs, slipping the jabs. And so I thought if it went same punch, same kick, it would land. I did it in the Bilal fight, but I ended in the eye poke. But it was the same combination, which is cross head kick, and it just landed perfectly.
Edward,
just real quick. So there was some talk ahead of time that you win, there's going to have to be a rematch. You're going to have to do it again. Does that excite you? Does that entice you? Or does it feel like, oh, man, why do I have to do it when I just beat the pound for pound?
I knew going into it that more than likely we're going to have a rematch down the line, you know, and whether it's next or down the line, we're going to have a rematch. He's been a long champion. They say he's the pound for pound best all week. He's saying he's the pound for pound best. He believed it, you know, and as I said in Octagon, the belt belongs to nobody. It don't belong to me or nobody. No man is meant to hold the belt for that long, you know, and I said it all week that I felt like this was my moment. This is how it was meant to play out. All the layoff, all the COVID, all that. That's how it was meant to play out, and I just felt belonging all week, and we got a clean finish.
That's the last thing for me. Dana said he would like to see your first title defense take place in England.
I heard Wembley.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, he kind of walked it back afterwards and said, maybe not Wembley.
Nah, Wembley for sure, 100%. Made that Wembley. That has to be done. This has never been done before, you know, to have a guy from Birmingham in the UK, did it from the UK. I know Bisson did it first, but he did it from living in America, you know, so it was hard for people like me to relate, to say, look, we can do it as well. I made a point to stay in the UK to achieve this, to show the other guys coming under me that, look, we can, if you believe in your country, believe in your team, you can achieve it. And that's what I did. I went out there and I achieved it from a little small gym in Birmingham. And it's a crazy story, you know. Everyone knows my story, and from being born in Jamaica to now winning the UFC World Title was a match story.
Edward, right here. What kind of legacy and how important is for you being the first Jamaican-born world champion in this discipline?
For me, that's history, you know. It's never been done before. But like I said, it's more for the people that grew up the way I grew up. You know, my path was rough. I know it. I felt it. You know, and even though I put on like a toughness, I felt the pressure. I felt the doubt. I felt them all saying it can't be done. But I'm from the trenches. Like I said in my post-fight interview, I was born with nothing. You know, we had to claw our way up and immigrate to the UK to make a better life for ourselves. And I was able to change my life by getting in the UFC. You know, my mum signed me up to MMA gym at the age of 17 to keep me out of trouble, and I used it to change our family's future. You know, which is I am proud of myself. I'm proud of everything I've achieved, and it's amazing.
When Usman came to the octagon, he looks so confident, but you did not make eye contact. That give you some strength to actually go ahead and win the first round?
No, not really. I just, like I said, I didn't build him up to be this pound for pound GOAT everyone says he is. I said it all week. I don't believe that he's a pound for pound. Yeah, you have to be better than just wrestling and boxing, you know. And I'm a mixed martial artist. I can do it all. I took him down in the first round. Never been took down before. Yeah, so I brought a 100% record. Took him down, got the back, going for the choke. He did a good job defending the choke. After that, for some reason, my body just wasn't reacting. I don't know whether it's the attitude or what it was. But even when I was backstage and I was watching other guys fight like Luke and everyone else, everyone was getting tired and I'm gassing out for. I didn't understand what it was, but even on my worst night, I beat the pound for pound. So,
last question for me: you are a well-rounded fighter. So, was your plan to go in a 25 minutes like we used to see you fighting, or you knew that you need the knockout to actually win the belt?
I knew I needed a knockout then to win the belt because I was losing the round. I knew then going into the fifth round, my coach Davis, is saying like, listen, this is the last round now, like, fix up, you know. We've worked too hard. The path has been too hard for you now to come in and give it away, you know, and that's the motivation I need. They know how to push my buttons, and that's what you did. And that was a combination that we drove in the gym. Like I said, it's very boxing orientated for us, it's slipping and moving, and we slip right into a head kick, you know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Leon Dunham. Obviously, as the moment you win the fight, you got other welterweights calling you out, Hamzat, Jorge. If it was up to you, would it still be Kamaru next, or would you fight one of those guys just to give yourself a new opponent, or who are you feeling?
Jorge would be good, but he needs to go and get a win, you know. Like having him in the UK would be good. Back where the first incident happened, but if not, then let's run it back at Wembley with Kamaru, you know. Like I said, that was the best he had to offer, you know, and that was the worst I had to offer, and I still got to finish. So, yeah, let them all come. Now they're all calling me out, you know. First it was doubt to me, now they're all calling me out.
I like how you keep specifying Wembley over the O2. To you, do you like look at the Fury fight there and look at the crowd and just think, oh, I could be the guy to bring that to the UK?
Yeah, 100%. I've always envisioned stuff like that, you know, to have opportunity to headline a card at Wembley in the UK, sold out arena with all the other UK guys. UK MMA is on the rise, you know, and I'm happy now to be the front runner, to motivate the guys to look, we can do more, and there'll be much more champions coming out of UK in the next 5 years, and I truly believe that.
Did you do the Conor McGregor Billy strap after you knocked him out?
I don't know what I was doing, but I was just happy, you know. I was just gassed. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah.
Congrats.
Over here, Salt Lake City reporter. What did you think of Salt Lake City? I know you got yourself some sneakers over the last couple of days. That crowd was very, very loud for you when you won. What did you think of Salt Lake City, Utah?
It's a beautiful city, you know. When the fight first got made, I was like, where the hell is Salt Lake City? But now, since being here, I rented like an Airbnb. It's by the mountains, and it's just I went like hiking, and just it's a lovely outdoor spot, you know. So I'm happy to come back and visit one day, and without fighting, just be able to hike and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Did you notice anything during your fight when it comes to altitude, the mountains, just anything that made you feel any different in Utah?
Yeah, 100%. I felt like the altitude definitely affected my performance, you know. Even though I came out here like 2.5 weeks early, yeah, my body just wasn't reacting. I was reacting in training, you know. And but yeah, it's like I said, it's a beautiful city. I enjoyed my time here. I didn't get to enjoy the food as much, but now tomorrow morning, waking up in the morning to go enjoy some of the food, you know.
Thanks. Leon, At the beginning of the fight, it seemed like Kamaru was very hyped up. The entire crowd was going crazy for him. By the end, people were obviously very happy for you and very excited for you. I'm just curious what that felt like to feel that turn of the crowd throughout the 5 rounds.
It felt amazing. I don't really focus much on the crowd, you know. I've been in a situation where I was booed before and came out and winning. I don't really focus too much of my energy on the crowd. I just focus on being in a fight and getting a finish. I know if I go out there and perform, I know I can perform. The crowd will turn and they'll be on my side, you know. He was the champion, so it was right to cheer him, you know. He's deserved of the chair. He's been a long reigning champion. But I said it all week that I believe I was a better man, and tonight I proved that.
Would you say those first 4 rounds, 4.5 rounds, I should say, were some of the toughest you've ever faced facing Kamaru?
Yeah, it was a good. He done well. He done well. You know, he's very good at what he does. He's a pressure fighter, wrestling, boxing, and he done good. Like I said, that was his best performance. That was the best he had to offer, and that was the worst I had to offer. So, if we do have a rematch, it's going to be a totally different story.
Last question for me. If you could go back and talk to yourself 7 years ago, what would you say to yourself after losing to Kamaru 7 years ago?
I don't know. Just keep believing. Like, just stay believing in yourself. You know, I know the path would have been hard. You know, I took the hardest path in the UFC to get to this position. You know, 10 fights in a row. Pandemic hit. I had to sit out for 2 years. Couldn't fight. Everyone doubted me, saying, you had too long of a layoff to come back and fight the pound for pound best. I said, listen, I am the best. I truly believe that in my heart, and no one else believed it apart from me and my team and my family, you know, and I went out there and proved it.
Leon, here in the middle, that's your 3rd knockout win in the final 2 minutes of a fight. How are you able to carry your power so late into the fights?
Just my coaches, my conditioning, my gym, you know. We stay focused throughout the fight. Even if you're down, just always believe in yourself, always work hard, and that's it really. I got a good training camp back in Birmingham with Joe, clean combinations, and I told you I was approaching this fight as a brand new fight. I wasn't looking at 7 years ago when I first fought Kamaru Usman. I looked at him as a brand new opponent. What he does now is flaws, and what he does good. And tonight I exposed one of his flaws, you know.
Definitely, thank you.
Leon, right here. You did not throw out any trash talk leading up to the to the fight or anything. Kamaru kept trying to egg it on, trying to get you to say something to him. I think the best you came out with was the Terry Crews jab, which is hilarious, right? Does that make the victory a little sweeter, knowing you didn't have to take that route, knowing you didn't have to bring the heat and sell the fight or anything?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. But at the same time, I said it. I got no beef with Kamaru, you know. Like outside fighting, there's nothing that I don't like about him. You know what I mean? He's doing well for himself. He's providing for his family, and that's it. I haven't got no issues with the guy, you know. And I just thought the hype was getting to his head. He started to believe that the belt was his and no one else can have it. And as I said in Octagon, the belt belongs to nobody. No man is meant to hold the belt for that long. And that's what I believed in my heart, and I went out there and I proved it.
And the lack of glove touch before the fight started, was that like spoken about before or just in the moment?
Man, I thought we would have touched gloves, to be fair, because we were shaking hands all week. So when we didn't touch my hands, I thought, okay, cool. And that was it, you know. And I was the first guy to take him down, first guy to knock him out. And let's see how he comes back.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Leon, in the middle here. Drake lost a little bit of pocket change on you today. Do you have a message for him? Do you hope he bets on you next time? What's the sentiment towards Drizzy Drake?
Yeah, next time bet on me and get one of them Rolexes that you gave Molly and Paddy. Send one my way.
Hey, Leon. So when Dana first announced this matchup, I told him I thought that you were the dark horse in this fight. When we spoke earlier this week, I said that you were one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. Your performance tonight has silenced that. Do you feel like you still have anything to prove?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, that wasn't my best performance. You know, I did not feel myself in there. So I know once I check my phone and go online, all the other fighters will be like, I want to fight him, you know. And so, yeah, therefore, I feel like there's much more I got to offer. That wasn't my best performance. And
so what would you have done different?
Everything. Like the first round, you know what I mean? It was meant to be like the first round. I believe like I'm number one. So to be number one, you cannot be losing rounds to people like Kamaru. Even though he is good, if you truly believe in your heart you're number one, you should go out there and dominate everything. And I didn't get to do for the whole rounds tonight, so yeah.
Yeah, but in order to win, you got to beat the champ.
You got to knock the champ out. So yeah, that's what I did. Clean.
Thank you. A wonderful performance.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Leon here. You keep saying, no one's meant to hold the belt for that long. In your mind, however long you are the champion, what do you want to represent as a champion? What do you want this reign, to mean to yourself, to other people?
I want it to me just be yourself. I didn't have to change the way I am. I didn't change my personality, start dressing different and dyeing my hair and being weird. Just be yourself, believe in yourself, and work hard. Like this social media generation, they think like as long as you be different, you can achieve great stuff. You don't. If you work hard, believe in yourself, you can achieve it. And I proved that. Like that's it. Hard work wins all the time. I said it all the time. Like I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna keep being who I am. And now look at me. I am the UFC World Champion. To be born in Jamaica, in the zinc, like my house was like a wooden house. In that wooden house was my bedroom, my living room, my bathroom, my dining room, in one house with a zinc roof. And now I'm here in Utah winning the world title. Is a wild story, and I'm proud of myself, and that's it.
We know everything you've been through to get here. We don't need to go over it again, but is it extra gratifying? I mean, if you had finished that choke in the first round or something, obviously, yeah, it would have been great. But to do it that late in the fight, in that fashion, down on the cards, like, does that feel like it's meant to be? And is it more satisfying sitting up there?
Yeah, 100%. I think it was just my luck for it to go like that as well, It's all been like a mad road. It was just my luck for it to be that down on the scorecards and come back and knock him out, So I'd love to see how he comes back now, because when you think you're that great and get knocked out clean like that, you change people, So let's see.
Leon, 56 seconds away from losing the fight, you throw that kick, you connect, he goes stiff, he falls. What's going through your head right in that moment?
You seen it? I just broke down, like it all just came on top of me, like everything I've been through and the path I had to take to get here, and it was difficult to put into words, like what it meant to me, and I know how much it means to my family and people that grew up where I grew up, and it all just came down on me. It was hard to explain it and put it into words, apart from tears,
Did you know he was out as soon as?
Yeah. If the way he folded, I thought he's done, And I felt it was like a clean head kick, clean as it could get,
Right here, real quick, on your right, left. Sorry, my bad. Earlier, Dana White said that you probably wouldn't be skipping in here after 5 rounds. Are you in pain, or are you feeling good after just all the adrenaline and holding onto that belt?
I'm good. I'm good. My shin hurts a bit from the head kick. A few lumps in my head. But it's a fight day. You don't go in the rain without getting wet. Got a little bit wet tonight. It's all good. Thank you. Appreciate it.